I mean, this little sheet of paper just says, please follow the law and give an American citizen their rights, which you can still debate in court, but the premise is they have some. So I'm just so bizarrely confused. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, so then if you are gonna not support this, then like what happens when an American, one of your constituents, one of your neighbors, heck, a family member goes overseas and gets snatched? You're not gonna fight to bring them home? I was like, well, wow, deport to where? Because like if you're an American, you're gonna deport an American to where? What the heck? Because I can't say what I'm really thinking.
It's a serious
She
question.
said, what the heck? Because I can't say what I'm really thinking.
It's a serious
She
question.
has some words of encouragement for the homegirl was ready to go. She went to full-fledged war. She was like, look, this don't even make no sense. Deport them.
Well, recently, the House voted down the Democratic amendment that would have explicitly barred federal funds from being used to deport U.S. citizens. While this vote does not grant legal authority to deport citizens, it has been criticized for failing to reaffirm protection against such actions. It's completely...
So if you get into it with the popo and the popo says, or some your neighbor calling on you because you bumping your music too loud or whatever, ICE could show up at your door. I don't know where you getting deported to.
Well,
If you from Kansas, I guess you getting deported back to Kansas. And yes, can't leave Kansas. Like, I guess you just stuck there. I guess no.
but that's the thing, though. There shouldn't be anywhere to be deported to. Because where are we going to get deported? Like,
I don't know.
Where are they going to send... Okay, I get deported.
I sure don't know where, but I don't want to.
I'm an American citizen, right? I get deported. Where do they send me? That's my question. Where do I go? Where am I going?
That's what she's saying. She's like, so where do American citizens go? Because if you were born in America and your family is from America, but you break the law, where they deporting you to? Oh, wait, hold on. They can deport us to Puerto Rico.
The Lululand.
Puerto Rico.
The Lululand.
Or there.
That's what Kyrie said.
They all Delulu. Yeah.
I don't know. It says under no U.S. law, citizens cannot legally be deported. The Constitution and existing legal precedents firmly protect citizens from removal from the country. Any attempt to deport a U.S. citizen would violate constitutional rights and is considered illegal. And that just goes back to what the public, why there's a concern is because of those children that were deported.
But see, that's even more like craziness.
And I think a lot of people are arguing and say they weren't deported because they went with their mother. Well, the question goes again, was the mother left with a choice? Did the mother really have an option? Were the kids going to be thrown in the system of foster care? Did they have opportunity to call family? Did they have opportunity to call their family lawyers or any type of lawyer? Did they have an opportunity to get situated? I doubt it.
I feel like all of this is a bunch of delulu because those children that were born in the United States, I want to say the child that had cancer, I think he was a U.S. citizen.
Should have had an option to stay with family.
Should have.
The children,
I feel like it's a bunch of confusion that should have never happened. That child that is ill should have had all of its medications that it needed for its treatment. And the mom and the little baby, it's just like, what's going on with society? It's like, I get you got bad people you need to kick out. Do that.
I'm about to say that wedding cake then kicked in on you.
But if you don't have any reason to kick out a woman and her children, and she's working and paying taxes, leave her be. What's she doing? She's not looking for government assistance.
No, you're not wrong there. You know.
I'm just saying, if the person not doing nothing wrong, they ain't got no charges against them or no records. It's like, and they've been a standing abiding citizen.
Well, that's the thing, though. It goes back to when they were talking about gun laws. If they were ever to come to collect guns, they're going to collect the guns from the law-abiding citizens, because the law-abiding citizens are the ones reporting that they have guns. So usually the immigrants that are law-abiding that they're pulling up on have reported that they're here and they're trying to get their paperwork done. So those are the ones they're pulling up on. They're not just pulling up on some random illegals that they don't know that are here. They're pulling up on the ones that they have names for and addresses for. Well, how do they have names and addresses for them? Because they came through here somehow, some way, with some sort of paperwork that told the government, I'm coming through. Now, whether whether they've been here longer than they should have been, whether their visas have expired, have they committed crimes?
Yeah.
You know, what are they doing that forces them to be out of here? Because I know people that have dealt with trying to get citizenship, and it's not easy. It's difficult, and when you go back,
expensive too.
When you go back to Mexico, and you've been after being here 15 years, and you don't know nothing about that side of the world, you could lose everything while getting stuck over there trying to get your paperwork together. You can lose everything because you can get stuck out there 6 months. In 6 months, your home will be foreclosed, your houses will be, your cars
2 weeks
will be repoed.
It's crazy nowadays.
And when that house gets foreclosed, if you had a business, whatever's there in that business, whether it was a lawn care or whether a janitorial company, your equipment is gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. Say you had a storage unit. You didn't pay in 3 months, it's gone. And you still gone for 6 months? It's a wrap. It's a wrap. That flies.
Yeah, it is. But they say summer coming. But I feel like with so much going on in society, people are not aware of everything that's going on. You know? So it's like, with that being said, you're right. It's scary out here.
If y'all got any opinions, any thoughts, tell us how you feel. Let us know if you know anyone or if you have been through this. And what your situation was like.
Hopefully you have not.
I could be completely wrong, but from what I know, the process isn't easy, and you can lose a lot going through that process, you know. So I see why a lot of the men in the homes that, you know, that have homes here and that have committed and created families here, why they don't go back, because it's a good chance they might get stuck. Especially if they're trying to do the paperwork part. Like, they could visit, sneak back and visit and come back, no issue. But once you start that paperwork and you let the Mexico government know that you're there, that's a whole different type of situation.
You ain't gonna do it. They're probably like, sir, ma'am. Yes, thanks.
So, tell us your opinions, your thoughts, and give us as much info as you possibly can. Till next time, we're gonna holler at y'all.